After a truck accident, everything hits you at once: pain, confusion, and 1,000 questions about what to do next. You're trying to recover, but the insurance company is already calling, and you're worried that one wrong move could cost you the case. I'm Mama Justice, a personal injury attorney here in Mississippi, and I've handled more truck accident claims than I can count. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly what to do after getting hurt in a truck crash. So don't miss key steps, damage your claim, or let the trucking company off the hook, because the sooner you understand how these cases really work, the better your chances are of protecting yourself and getting exactly what you deserve. Let's start with what matters most: your safety. Right after a truck accident, you might feel confused, scared, or even angry. That's completely normal, but the very first thing you need to do is to think about your safety and the safety of those around you. If you're able, get yourself and anyone else out of harm's way. Mississippi highways can be busy, and staying in or near moving traffic after a crash is dangerous. If you can move, get to a safe spot on the shoulder or well off the road. If you can't move, or if you're hurt badly, try to stay calm and wait for help. Next, check on your passengers and others involved in the accident if you're able. Some injuries like head trauma or internal bleeding might not be obvious at first. If anyone needs emergency medical help, call 911 right away. Never assume someone else has already called, or that you shouldn't bother the authorities. Sometimes people hesitate to call for help because they don't want to make a big deal out of things, or they're worried about getting into trouble. In Mississippi, you're required to report any accident that results in an injury, death, or if the property damage is above $500. So it's important to call law enforcement. They'll come to the scene, they'll make a report, and that report can be vital later on for your insurance claim and a lawsuit. Don't forget, even if you think your injuries are minor, adrenaline can mask pain and symptoms for hours after the crash. It's always best to accept medical help at the scene, even if you feel okay. Let the paramedics or the first responders check you out. This helps your health, and it creates a medical record right from the start, which is important if injuries show up later on. Once you're safe and you've called for help, it's time to gather as much information as possible, if you're physically able. The moments right after a truck accident are the best chance to get key details that can make a huge difference if you end up needing to file a claim or lawsuit. Start with the basics. Get the other driver's name, contact information, driver's license number, and insurance details. With truck accidents in Mississippi, it's especially important to get information about the trucking company. That includes the company's name, the truck license plate, and any other identifying numbers on the cab or the trailer. If the truck driver seems nervous or hesitate to share information, don't push or argue. Just make notes of the license plate and the company logos or contact phone numbers that you may see on the truck. Take plenty of pictures and videos with your phone. Snap photos of your car, the truck, the crash damage, the position of all vehicles, nearby street signs, skid marks, and any debris on the roadway. Taking photos of your injury, too, is a good idea, even if they may seem minor at first. If there are witnesses nearby, other drivers, passengers, maybe bystanders, always ask for their names and contact information. Their statements may help support your version of what happened, especially if the trucking company's insurance company tries to shift the blame to you. You might also spot other useful details. Sometimes truck drivers will write down their own notes or take photos. Try to observe what they're doing without interfering. If you overhear the driver saying anything about what caused the crash, like, "I didn't see the light," or "the brakes didn't work," make a note or record a voice memo on your phone right away. Small details like these can be powerful evidence for your case. After a crash, it's natural to want to apologize or say things like, "I'm okay," or "It's just an accident." But be careful. Your words can be used against you later on. Mississippi is a pure comparative fault state. That means any statement that you make at the scene to the police or to the other driver can affect how much money you might receive from an insurance claim or lawsuit. If you say anything that sounds like you're admitting fault or even partially blaming yourself, the trucking company's insurance team can jump on it. Even a simple "I'm sorry" can be twisted in to suggest that you were responsible for the wreck. It's best to stick to the facts when talking to police or others about what happened at the scene. What happened, what you saw, and what you felt. Don't offer your opinion or speculate about how the crash happened. The same goes for talking to others about your injuries. Don't minimize your pain or your symptoms, even if you're embarrassed or think it's no big deal. If a paramedic offers to examine you, accept that offer, even for things that may seem minor, like a headache or stiffness. It's not about making a fuss. It's about creating a clear record of your injuries from day one. Sometimes the trucking company's insurance will argue that you couldn't have been hurt badly if you said you were fine at the scene. Protect yourself by being honest and thorough about your symptoms, no matter how small they may seem. Sometimes after a truck accident, folks try to tough it out. They might skip going to the doctor, thinking the pain will just go away, or they don't want to rack up medical bills. But in Mississippi, this can hurt your case in big ways. Truck accidents cause serious injuries that don't show up right away. Whiplash, back injuries, concussions, and internal injuries can take hours or even days to appear. If you wait too long to get checked out, the insurance company might argue that your injuries weren't caused by the accident at all and that you made them worse by delaying treatment. Make an appointment with your primary care doctor. Go to an urgent care clinic, or better yet, go to the emergency room as soon as possible after the crash, even if you already saw the paramedics at the scene. Tell them you were in a truck accident and describe every symptom you have, no matter how small. This creates a clear medical record tying your injuries to the crash. If you get referrals for physical therapy, special visits, or follow-up tests, keep those. Make those appointments. Follow your doctor's advice. Save all your medical bills and receipts. These documents help show the extent of your injuries and the cost of your recovery. In Mississippi, you'll have 3 years to file a personal injury lawsuit after a truck accident. But the sooner you see a doctor, the stronger your claim will be. After you've gotten medical attention, you'll need to let your insurance company know about the accident. Most auto insurance policies in Mississippi require you to notify them promptly if you're involved in a crash. When you make this call, stick to the facts. When and where it happened, who was involved, and what kinds of vehicles were in the accident. You don't need to give a detailed statement about how the accident happened or discuss your injuries in depth. It's okay to say you're still evaluating your injuries and that you'll provide more information after seeing a doctor. Don't let the insurance adjuster rush you or pressure you into giving a recorded statement right away. Be especially careful if you get a call from the trucking company's insurance adjuster. Their job is to protect the company, not you. They might sound friendly, but they're looking for reasons to deny or reduce your claim. You do not have to talk to the trucking company's insurance directly, and it's usually best not to do so at all. If they call, politely tell them you're still gathering information and you will have your attorney contact them. As you go through the days and weeks after your truck accident, it's important to keep track of everything related to your injuries and recovery. Start a notebook, calendar, or use the Notes app on your phone. Record doctor's appointments, symptoms, pain levels, and any changes in your daily life. If you have trouble sleeping or working or doing everyday tasks like chores or playing with your kids, make sure to write that down too. Keep copies of all your medical bills, prescription receipts, and any letters from the doctors or insurance companies. If you miss work or lose income because of your injuries, save those pay stubs or your work attendance records. The more details you can document, the better your chances will be if you need to seek compensation. In Mississippi, personal injury attorneys' claims include not just medical bills, but also lost wages, pain and suffering, and changes in your quality of life. A detailed record helps show the full impact of the accident on you and your family. You might get a quick offer from the trucking company's insurance team. They may promise you fast money if you agree not to file a lawsuit or settle your claim right away. It might sound tempting, but these offers are usually far less than what your case is truly worth. Once you sign a release, you can't go back and ask for more, even if new injuries come up and your recovery takes longer than expected. A Mississippi attorney who handles truck accident cases knows the tricks these insurance companies use. We can help you figure out what your case is really worth, taking into account everything: your future medical needs, your lost income, and all the ways this crash has affected your life. We also know how to deal with the evidence, paperwork, and deadline that comes with these cases. Remember, most attorneys offer a free consultation. You don't have to face the trucking company or their insurance giant alone. If you're not sure what to do next, or if you're feeling just overwhelmed, reach out for help. That way you can focus on your healing while the lawyer handles the insurance company. So, here's what you should do after being injured in a truck accident. Put your safety first. Gather key information. Don't admit fault. See a doctor right away. Notify your insurance company. Carefully document everything and talk to an attorney before signing anything. Each step helps protect your health, your rights, and your financial future. But you still may be asking, how do I know if I need a lawyer after a car accident? That's a smart question, and it's the focus of our next video. We'll show you clear signs that you should reach out for legal help and what can happen if you don't. Don't miss it. How do I know if I need a lawyer after a car accident? It could make all the difference in your recovery and peace of mind. See you over there.